Hello all. So today in this video we're going to discuss about the anastomosis around scapula. So you can see here we'll draw a scapula bone. So this is the scapula. This is the spinous process of scapula, and finally this is the lateral border, and this is the inferior angle of the scapula. So as we have already know, the axillary artery, which is a branch of the subclavian artery. So here we'll draw subclavian artery, and this is the first part of the subclavian artery. Then we have the axillary artery from here. This is the axillary artery, and after the lower border of the teres major muscle, it become a brachial artery. Okay, so this is the subclavian artery and this is the axillary artery. So basically, if we're talking about the anastomosis around the scapula, so the arterial anastomosis of the scapula is located in two areas. One is in the acromion process, another on the body. Okay, so in the acromion region, anastomosis three branches. Okay, first branch you can see here. This is the subclavian artery. This is the axillary artery. Okay, and from the first part of the axillary artery, one of the branches arise, and this branch is known as the thoracoacromial artery. This is known as the thoracoacromial artery. Okay, and from the thoracoacromial artery, one of the branches arise, that is known as the acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery. This is the acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery. So this acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery, and another branches arise from the posterior circumflex humeral artery. This is the posterior circumflex humeral artery, and this is the above we have a anterior circumflex humeral artery. And from the posterior circumflex humeral artery, another branches arise, and it goes toward the acromion process of the scapula. And then you can see here, this is the thyrocervical trunk, and from the thyrocervical trunk it gives two branches. One is the suprascapular artery, and another is a deep transverse cervical artery. This one is a suprascapular artery. Here the suprascapular artery, which is transferred, passes into the suprascapular notch, and above we have a transverse deep branch of the transverse cervical artery. Here it is the deep branch of the transverse cervical artery. So from suprascapular artery, this artery gives another branch, and it going toward the acromion process. So over the acromion process, these three branches is anastomosis. Okay, and these three branches are the acromion branches of the thoracoacromial artery, this branch, and the acromion branch of the suprascapular artery, this branch. This is the acromion branch of the suprascapular artery, and the acromion branch of the posterior circumflex artery. This is the acromion branch of the posterior circumflex artery. So these three branch anastomosis over the acromion process of the scapula. If we're talking about the anastomosis around the body, so similarly from the thyrocervical trunk, it gives two branch. One is the suprascapular artery, this branch, and above we have a deep branch of the transverse cervical artery. So we can see here the suprascapular artery passes through this suprascapular notch, and it approaches the dorsal surface of the scapula, and it gives a branch over here. And same, the deep branch of the transverse cervical artery, it also gives branches over the body. And from the third part of the this axillary artery, it gives another branch, that is known as the subscapular artery. and from the subscapular artery it gives the circumflex scapular artery, and it appear on the body of the scapula. So over the body, this three branch is anastomosis with each other. The suprascapular artery, this deep branch of the transverse cervical artery, and the circumflex scapular artery, which is a branch of the subscapular artery. So around the body we have a anastomosis of suprascapular artery, circumflex scapular artery, and deep branch of the transverse cervical artery. So this is about the anastomosis or arterial anastomosis around the scapula. Over the acromion process, we have a anastomosis of this acromion branch of the this thoracoacromial artery, this acromion branch of the suprascapular artery, and this acromion branch of the posterior circumflex scapular artery, humeral artery. And over the body we have these three branches: anastomosis, suprascapular artery, this circumflex scapular artery, and deep branch of the transverse cervical artery. Thank you.